Well, hey folks, in this video I'm going to show you how to play Tears in Heaven by Mr. Eric Clapton. This is of course an incredibly beautiful song, and it's a great tune to learn on the acoustic guitar. I have a solo fingerstyle arrangement of the song in which I play the vocal melody on the guitar at the same time as the main guitar parts, and at the same time as some of Andy Fairweather-Low's beautiful fills that he plays on the recordings of this song. So let's jump into it right away. I do have tab available in the video description, so check that out. I think it'll be helpful. The song essentially has three sections. There's the main theme, which sounds like this. There's the chorus, which sounds like this. That haunting chord progression. And then there's the bridge, which goes to C major, it modulates. So there's three main sections of the song, and there's a lot of repetition, and there's just some beautiful melodic ideas happening. So the intro is where we're going to start off with. It's kind of the main theme. So we're going to play it now and then break it down. Let's check it out. So we're hammering on from the open E to the second fret of the open E to the open A. So it's... And I like to play that with my thumb. I find it's just a natural place for the wrist to be. But if you want to play it with the ring finger or the first finger, you can certainly do that. So after that hammer on, we play this little lick. So what we're doing there is we have a little bit of a bar going on the second fret with the first finger of the left hand, and we hammer on from the second fret to the third fret, and then we pull off. So it's a little hammer on pull off move. And if you've never played a fingerstyle song like this before, that'll be really difficult. You've got to kind of just get used to doing that. 4, 3, 4, etc. From there, we come up to this position, and then back down to this chord. So we're going up to what is an E chord with a G sharp in the bass. The chord progression of this song basically goes from A, walks down, F sharp minor, bass walks down, D, and then there's a few different turnarounds on the end of the progression depending on whether you're in the intro or the verse. But so far we have... So that is 4th fret, 5th fret of the 3rd and 2nd strings, and the thumb is on the 4th fret of the low E string. And then we come down to this F sharp minor chord. And I'm just playing... I should say with the right hand, I usually play index finger on the 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd string, ring finger on the 1st string. That's kind of how I do it 99% of the time. And so here, I'm just playing the index finger and the middle finger on the 3rd and 2nd strings, and the thumb is playing the low E, so the thumb plays the bass. And with the left hand, I have a barred 1st finger on the 2nd fret, and then I have the thumb playing that 2nd fret low E. So it's an F sharp minor chord. So far we have... So I'm just going to walk through the chords before I talk about the kind of rhythm and the bass motive, because the bass motive is really, really important in this song. So we go from that F sharp minor chord. Now the thumb comes off when we play that open E for the bass note. And then we play a D with an F sharp in the bass. And then we play this kind of A suspended chord. And then an E7, resolving to an A. So check the tab for the exact fingering. I I feel like I'll spend forever if I go through every single fret and go into that much detail. But let's talk about the bass motif. So just take a listen to the bass. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the bass is on 2 and 4 a lot of the time, which is unusual for a song. You know, it kind of has some kind of world music influences, maybe they're Latin influences or reggae influences. But it's really got a really cool groove to it. So the way we kind of, you know, inject that bass line into the song is really important to the groove of the tune. So just take another listen to me playing that intro. We push that F sharp minor chord, and then the bass kind of carries on with that figure. I think that's one of the most important elements of the song for me. Now going into the verse, the vocal melody is, would you know my name? So as you'll see, that's just within the chords that we played during the intro. But one of the challenges of taking a song like this and translating it to solo fingerstyle guitar is getting the vocal melody to speak through the guitar parts. So you really want to try and bring that melody out. And then we play this fill. I just love that fill so much. It's Andy Fairweather playing that on the recording. Just beautiful. It's kind of really, Motown influenced, I guess. R&B influence, I should say. And so, because I like to challenge myself, I kind of play that fill at the same time as the bass line. It sounds like this. So that's a really hard stretch. I struggle to play that, but it's doable. So we're sliding up on the 5th fret to the 7th fret and back down. And then we're sliding from the 4th fret and the 5th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string down to the barred 2nd fret. And then we come down to this turnaround. That is D with an F sharp in the bass, and the melody is. So we have, and then we play that little walk up, and the bass is again on the ups. And then the good news is the verse just repeats like that. But this time we play a different fill. So that's a really beautiful part. So we're going from F sharp on the high melody note. So we're playing double stops. 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 4th fret, up to 6th fret and 5th fret, walking back down. Back to that D with an F sharp in the bass, and we play the same turnaround. And then we go to the chorus. So just to recap the intro. The verse. go to the chorus, and the chorus starts on an F sharp minor chord. I play it with the thumb on my left hand. I feel that's just kind of a natural place for the wrist to sit when I'm sitting here, you know, cowboy style and not classical style. So the melody is played within these chords. I'll talk about the chords first. How about that? So we have F sharp minor. Then we go to what can be thought of as, you can think of it as an F diminished, or you can think of it as a C sharp with an F in the bass. Both tonalities kind of work, because the melody goes. So this is the diminished sound. And this is the C sharp with an F in the bass sound. That I think the C sharp in the C sharp chord with an F in the bass sounds really nice. So we go from the F sharp to that chord, and then we play this chord, which can be thought of as an E minor sixth or an A7 with an E in the bass, however you'd like to think of that. So it's basically going from F sharp minor, F diminished, to an E minor sixth, and then we go to an F sharp 7 chord, walking up to a B minor, to an E7 or an E suspended, and then we repeat the intro and then another verse. So let's go into more detail on that chorus, shall we? So the melody goes, beyond the door there's peace, I'm sure. I'll show you that little cool little ending way to play the vocal melody at the same time as the riff. But that chorus melody, you know, you can hear that vocal melody coming through really clearly, and that's the goal. So we have that F sharp chord, and the vocal melody is played on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, open B, and then 1st fret of the 3rd string within that C sharp chord with an F in the bass, and then we have that E minor 9 chord, E minor 6 chord, I'm sorry, open G, hammer on to the 2nd fret of that G string, and then we play an F sharp chord. Hammer on, walking up to a B minor chord. So we're hammering on from the 3rd fret of the G string, the 4th fret, 2nd fret of the B string, to the 3rd fret of the B string, that B minor chord. And then we do a hammer on with the pinky. And if your action on your guitar is very high, you'll have trouble doing that. But it's good to be able to do that. When you play these chords, you know, it's not natural to hold a chord like that for too long for me. So, you know, when you're practicing it, know that it's harder to hold the chord for a longer period than it is to play, you know, just for the bar during the song. And then we come off. There'll be no more. So walking down that suspended chord, and then we play the vocal melody at the same time as that little intro riff, because Eric's singing it and then he's playing it, so we got to figure out how to do both of those things at once if we're fixing to play a solo guitar arrangement of it. So we go, that's a really tricky little motive. That's what's going on. And then we just repeat the intro again. Just walking up the scale. The pentatonic scale, I guess. And then we do this little flourish. So it's second, fourth, second, fourth, second, third, back down. And for the second verse of the song, you know, when we create a fingerstyle guitar arrangement, it's usually nice to find a way to play the second verse so it's a bit different than the first. And so, you know, we could play it up an octave. With a song like this, you can't like change the key in the middle of the song, except for the bridge, which is a beautiful key change, part of the original song. So I thought, you know, just putting the backbeats in would be a nice way to just bring something different to the tune. So we go. So we just play the exact same verse. So we just put that groove behind it. So what we're doing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. See here on 2 and 4, we have that backbeat come in. So far we've learnt in the song, the intro. The verse. Chorus. Turn around. Little riff, verse with the backbeat. Then for this chorus, we're going to go up an octave. And we're going to play the melody here. So it's really beautiful, just an incredibly beautiful chord progression and melody. So we start off with the F sharp minor chord here. And we play the melody there on the 10th fret. Go down to an F diminished chord. We could play that kind of like, you know, the C sharp with an F in the bass, but it's kind of nice to throw the diminished color in there. And then we play that E minor 6 chord, an F sharp 7. So the melody. So simple. And then we walk up. So we go from 7th fret, 9th fret, to a B minor 7 chord. And I'll use my thumb to play that. You could play it like that if you want. That would be quite difficult for me. Find it much easier to do that. And then we play B, B, A, F sharp, E. And then to that E suspended chord. And then we have that little, you know, ending melody up a higher octave than before. So that chorus once more. Back down, basically playing the intro again. And then the bridge. So what we have there is a C major chord, and the melody is on the high E. And the melody walks down from a C to a G chord with a B in the bass to an A minor chord. So E, D, C in the melody. And then we go D to G, D to E minor. Walking back up. I think the tab will really help you here. C to G with a B in the bass. A minor. D to G. D. E. So I'll just play that nice and slowly for you. From there, I'll just talk about the way I play the solo. This is definitely, quite advanced. It's quite difficult to play. So I'll just go through it quickly because, anyone who's interested in learning it, the tab, will be self-explanatory. So I play the little melody here. The little melody I say is that little, guitar solo that Eric plays on the recording, and then I basically keep the verse melody going at a higher octave there. Back down to the chorus like we played it before. And then instead of going, I'm trying to do a Beatle walk, which is really nice. We're going from E with a G sharp in the bass, up a whole step, to a B minor. And then we go. I don't belong. And then we play that same little mid figure we played earlier. And then we just play the intro to end the song with. So as you'll see, there's quite a bit to play in this song, especially if you're incorporating all the melody parts along, with the main guitar part. But it's really just a beautiful song to study and learn. And, I encourage you to take one section at a time. Just get comfortable playing the verse, then get comfortable playing the chorus, then later get comfortable playing the bridge and the chorus in a different octave, that kind of thing. I hope that video helps you, and I know that a lot of people have purchased the tab, and I wish you all the best with playing this song. And let me know if you have any questions. Please subscribe to my channel here if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. All the best.